This is for ChristonAgapon. I keep wanting to say agape, but Agapon. You mentioned traditions. Comes up 11 times and it's only positive once. I don't know, I believe I did, but let me reiterate that when Christ spoke about traditions of men, he was speaking about what the rabbis had done, what rabbinical Judaism has done. And even if you look to this day at rabbinical Judaism, which is the continuation of a branch of Pharisaic Judaism. It's the same Judaism that Christ argued against, and it still exists, unlike the Sadducees. And the scribes could be put into the rabbinical tradition as well. When you ask them about, they claim to carry out all 316 mitzvot, and the number 316 has significant value. If you count, many people have counted and gotten a lot more than 316, but how do they do that without a temple? I mean, most of Levitical law is about, what the tabernacle is supposed to be like and how to approach the ark and the sprinkling of blood and all these different guilt offerings and sin offerings. And so they crafted all these books called the Talmud, a book upon book, commentary upon commentary upon commentary, the Zohar, all this stuff. So that's what they were talking about, the traditions of men. Now, Christ left his body on earth. By body, I mean the church. Of course, he ascended his resurrected body, but we're also his mystical body. We are his bride. And baptism, do the same thing with the word baptism. Baptism, baptized, baptizing, baptized, baptize. And you will see that in every case, baptism is doing something. It makes you part of the body of Christ. It buries you and resurrects you with it. It's symbolic, right? In nature, right? You're not actually getting buried in the ground. But again, the idea of just a symbol is a very modern idea. There's no such thing as just a symbol, just like put a swastika on something. Oh, it's just a symbol. No, symbols carry weight. And baptism is more than a symbol, because it actually says it buries you and resurrects you with Christ. It binds you to the body of Christ. It's equated with circumcision. Now you can embrace polytheism, and therefore your circumcision or your baptism means nothing, right? But I would urge you to check out I believe I had it in the title. It's Pareidosis, I think is pronounced, of the Blue Letter Bible Concordance, and see whichever way it's used. Now, funny thing is, in Protestantism, many of the translations are done by Calvinists or Arminians or whatever. They don't like the ideas of tradition, so they will translate the word tradition when the Pharisees are speaking, or Christ is speaking to the Pharisees. But whenever that exact same Greek word is used by the apostles, they'll translate it teaching. It's not. It's tradition. It's the same word. And we have 2 Thessalonians quoted twice talking about these traditions that we're to cling to. Paul in Corinthians tells us to firmly hold to the traditions, right? What are these traditions? The Eucharist and baptism, and as well as other things, fast days, stuff like that. We are to hold to them fast. Hold to that which I have written you, as well as to traditions. Protestants like to translate it teachings, but it's actually traditions that I have taught you as well. Peace to you, and I hope we can have a productive dialogue and not some drag-out fight. These are just questions that I've been asking people. If you have, because you'll notice that I got on that same page somebody who decided to harass me on the anniversary of my sister's passing away. I will put trust in the fact that you are not one of those people, but I would love to have a dialogue with you. Again, not trying to convince you so much as trying to understand what the reasoning is, or if there is any reasoning, or if it's just this is a tradition I've been taught. All right, peace to you, my brother.